Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Coach DeBesse Show. My name is Carly Isbell. I am your host for the evening. I'd like to go ahead and give a big round of applause for Texas Gun Experience for hosting us tonight. So let's get started, shall we? Hi, Coach. How are we?
Good, Carly. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. So we have 2 wins in a row now.
We do.
Can we?
Fun.
How proud are you of your players and staff right now?
Extremely proud, especially the way it happened. Especially, having 2 in a row, coming back the way we did in the second half, and showing resiliency, and showing a lot of grit. Winning's fun, and winning's hard. And so I've always said that, one of the best things about this profession is when you are successful is to see, these guys right here, celebrating with each other, celebrating in the locker room, and just the genuine joy that comes with it.
Well, you mentioned the changes between the first and the second half. I mean, especially since Southwest had a lot of time of possession of the ball, and Grapevine only ran 9 offensive plays in that whole half. So what changed between the first and second half?
Well, I think the players just came out and took control. I mean, there was, our defense, we made some adjustments defensively. There were, like you said, there weren't a whole lot to make offensively because we really didn't know exactly what we were dealing with. But our defensive staff did a good job of making some minor adjustments, not huge adjustments. But again, you give the players all the credit because they were all of one mindset, and that's let's go out and take this thing. And from the opening kickoff of the second half, they did. I mean, big return in the second half to open the second half, and then score in one play, and then defense 3 and out. So we set the tone. They set the tone from the get-go there in the second half, and so all the credit goes to them. I mean, they just and that's football. I mean, that's why you play 4 quarters. I mean, that's why you finish. And that's why you never look at the scoreboard, because the scoreboard's always lying to you until the official says it's done. So it was a good locker room. There was no panic. There was no nothing. We knew we could play better, and we certainly did.
Well, the credit is still being shown tonight because we have 8 DNA Players of the Week tonight. But can you explain why these gentlemen were chosen this week?
Well, I think they all exemplify, the trait that they were recognized with. For example, Daniel Campos. I mean, Daniel didn't practice all week long. He practiced the day before the game. He'd been out for a week with a bum shoulder that had been bothering him for, a couple of weeks. And he showed tremendous toughness, make it through the entire game. And he was hurting bad, starting in the third quarter. Brady Boozer continues to fight, no matter what the role is. He continues to fight, whether it's special teams or defense or whatever it happens to be. And go ahead, you can cheer for him back there. It's funny how we have all the students in the front and all the adults in the back tonight. Did you guys see that? Just the opposite in class. But Major Heck playing through injuries with his back, and so Darius, you asked me, I'm going to go through some of them. Darius Burns, I've said it before, but, being incredibly unselfish on the perimeter, springing DeMontrez Dunn for touchdowns. Then all of a sudden he gets his moment to shine on the big throw in the fourth quarter. So he got the family award, So I think they all exemplified the DNA trait that we awarded them for.
Well, now I'm even more excited to talk to each and every single one of them. Let's go ahead and start with Brady Boozer. Hello, Brady.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. This is your 4th week in a row being up here. How does that make you feel?
It's awesome, and I especially love the food, so we'll not turn that down.
Everyone loves the free food. Can you go ahead and tell me how much this team means to you?
It means a lot. Just looking at how hard the seniors work towards this team just pushes me to work even harder with them.
Well, on Thursday you returned a fumble 95 yards. Yeah, another one for a touchdown. Can you walk us through that play?
I just kind of came down. I saw the running back kind of bobbling the ball, and I looked down, and somehow the ball ended up in my hand, and just took off running. I think I was moving pretty fast. Ryan, right there, you might not be able to see him. He's a little short. He thinks he was catching up to me. He was not, but I think I was moving.
A little competition over here. All right. Well, I have a question. Did you grow up in Grapevine?
I did,
or
yes.
You did? Okay, so you're born and raised always?
Yes.
Perfect. Do you like Grapevine?
I do.
Good. I'm glad. Well, why do you think you earned the Fight Award this week?
Just continuing to fight for my boys, fighting for the team, and as a defense, they were running through us a little bit in the first half, and so coming back after halftime, we all just fought and held them pretty close.
Well, congratulations for earning this award again this week, and maybe I'll see you next week too. Thank you. May I please have Ryan Hamilton come up and join me? Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Would you like to say anything back to Brady right now?
Ran like a 6-second 40 all the way down the field.
There we go. There we go. Okay,
I'll
so
definitely catch
how
him
do you
up.
think you guys played as a team on Thursday?
I think it was, at least like from a mental standpoint, one of our best games coming out in the second half and fighting like we did and putting those points on the board. It was great to see offense shine like that in a game against a good team.
I was on the sideline this game, so it was even better to see it up close like that. Well, do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
I'm probably going to go into computer science,
Ooh.
software development, cybersecurity, something like that.
So you're smart. I
little bit.
I could not. That's a STEM major right there. I could. No thanks. Anyway, who is your biggest role model in life and why?
I think some of my coaches are my biggest role models. Coach Anil, Coach Urquhart, Coach DeBesse. Just when I think of who I want to be as a man, those are people that come to mind.
That's very sweet. Thank you for sharing that. Why do you think you earned the discipline award this week?
I think in some previous games, I was trying to make highlight reel plays, and I had to be a little more disciplined this week and just secure tackles, stuff like that. Yeah.
I see. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and congratulations again on earning the discipline award. May I please have Harrison Hackbarth come up and join me? Hi, Harrison.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Got to talk to you for a little bit after the game. I could tell you had a biggest smile on your face. Y'all
Oh,
were
yeah.
super happy to win again.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's your second year on varsity, first year as a starter, and you completed all 6 of your passes for 108 yards and a touchdown on Thursday's game. How much are you going to miss this team next year after you graduate?
Oh man, I'm gonna miss it more than anything. You know, like this is a second family. I love every single one of them. I do a whole lot for these guys, and I'm gonna miss it, but definitely gonna not leave any regret out on the field or anything like that.
Do you think you'll be coming to like more games like when you're home from college next year or something, that you'll be coming to some of the Grapevine games still?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
For sure?
That'll be my goal.
Good, good. So do you play any other sports at Grapevine or just football?
Well, football I'd say is my main sport, but I run track.
Okay. Or is that more of a long distance, short distance?
Oh, short distance without
Short
a doubt.
distance. Yeah.
Anything above 200, that ain't for me.
No, not for everyone. So why do you think you earned the Attitude Award this week?
I'd like to think like every week in practice, every game, I try to keep a great attitude because I know that's something I can control. I don't have to worry about anybody else telling me what I should do to fix that. I know it's just all upstairs for me, so I try to bring the best attitude I can for myself and for the people around me because I know I got a lot of people looking at me, as a leader. So I want to be the best leader on and off the field for everybody with a great attitude.
That sounds like a great attitude. Thank you so much for sharing, and congratulations for winning this award. Hope to see and talk to you soon later this season. So thank you.
Yes,
May I
ma'am.
please
Thank you.
have Daniel Campos come and join me now? Hello, Daniel.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you a Marvel fan?
Yes.
I'm a Marvel fan. Who's your favorite Avenger?
It's obviously Spider-Man.
Okay, that's my side. I'd say Iron Man's my favorite, but anyway, what is your favorite subject in school?
I think it has to be astronomy.
Astronomy?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain why?
It's pretty easy.
That's a good answer. We always love the easy classes. Do you have a favorite teacher at school at Grapevine, or?
It has to be Coach Hensley.
What does he teach?
Oh, he teaches geometry.
Geometry?
Yeah, he's pretty funny and chill.
But that's not your favorite subject?
No, it's way too hard.
Okay. Well, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
At least resting, like laying down. I guess. I really want to go to Colorado.
You want to go to Colorado? Which part of Colorado? We don't know. All of Colorado?
I literally forgot what the name was.
Breckenridge, Denver, Colorado Springs.
I have no idea.
We don't know. We'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Colorado is a great state. You'll have fun. Why do you think you earned the Tough Award this week?
Like Coach DeBesse said, I was hurting a lot. But they pushed me to where I didn't think I could still keep going.
You did.
Yeah.
You did great. Well, congratulations. Thank you
you.
for sharing. May I please have Darius Burns and Major Hex come and join me now. Hello, gentlemen. We're going to do a little sharing mic situation, okay?
Yeah.
We're good with that? Okay, so we'll start with you, Darius. You scored a touchdown on a 38-yard reception. Can you please walk us through that play?
So I see the ball come out, and, like, it's a little windy. So
It was windy that night.
the ball, like, leads me inside, and, like, usually I'm supposed to catch it behind the blocker, but I was, like, kind of, like, to the side of him. So I saw the safety coming down, and that made me hesitate a little bit. But then I just trusted my speed and just ran up the sideline.
You
Go
trusted
score
your
a
gut.
touchdown.
That's good. Congratulations on that. Major, can you tell me a little bit about your family? Do you have any brothers, sisters?
I have one sister and two brothers, and one of my sisters is a junior. She's a trainer. My other
Oh.
brother's a sophomore who plays football,
Okay.
and then my other one's in 7th grade playing football. But my brother is on JV, and he has not
We had to
won the
mention that
JV
part.
Scout Player of the Week.
We had to mention that. He had to be the big brother just now and mention that. So you are the oldest, right? After hearing that?
Yes, I am.
You're the oldest. Okay. Do you feel like that takes on a lot of responsibility and whatnot? Like, are you
Yeah.
protective?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty protective, and when you have all these people looking up to you, you really do have to be a role model, at all times. So,
Right. Okay. Well, it's both of y'all's senior year. What will y'all miss most about this team and this brotherhood?
I would have to just say, like, just working with them and, like, celebrating wins after a good, tough game. That's really all.
Major?
Yeah, I'm going to miss, all the victories, after, you work for the entire week with them. You see them, like, struggling, threatening to quit at least 3 times a week after conditioning. And then, you see them win, and, you see some of the worst dancers ever try to bust a move. And,
Right.
Watching, the coaches dance after games. I'm going to miss that.
Okay. I bet. I would miss that too. Why do y'all think y'all earned the family award this week?
I think, because we go out there and or at least for me, and I know for him, blocking all the time, making sacrifices for the team. I mean, when you're a receiver and you realize you're going to run the triple option, it's probably not the best news for you. And, Darius, loves to pad his stats, so,
Darius, would you like to bounce off of that?
Yeah, just like blocking helping my teammates score. It's a pretty unselfish thing for a receiver, and yeah, I just like blocking.
Okay, nice. A lot of jokes tonight. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are hoots. Thank you. May I please have Bradley Stanier and Demontrez Dunn come up and join me now. Seniority right there? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is both of y'all's second week up here in a row, but where were you last week? You ghosted me last week. That was not nice.
I was watching The Dark Knight and I fell asleep.
I actually finished that movie last night, I kid you not, so
Really?
I understand. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so, but how do y'all feel about y'all being featured 2 weeks in a row? You want to explain?
Good.
Good, okay. Bradley?
I'm pretty proud of us.
Pretty
I think
proud?
we did pretty good.
That's good. Okay, but Bradley, what do you like to do when you're off the field? Like, what are some of your hobbies?
Sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I really like to just sit down and watch TV.
Okay. Do you have, like, what are you watching when you're sitting down and watch TV?
I'll just turn something on YouTube. Typically
YouTube?
fall asleep.
Okay. So watching the TV is preparation for sleeping.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Got to get rest when you can.
Got it. DeMontrez, you rushed for 158 yards and had 2 touchdowns on Thursday's game. What was the celebration like for you with your teammates after the game?
Good energy in the locker room.
Good energy in the locker room? At South, or no?
About after the bus ride. Everybody's just happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, for you, did they, like, congratulate you specifically at all, or was it more of like a group thing?
Just
you had a lot of contributions to the game.
Just a lot of good job done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so why do y'all think y'all earned the Compete Award this week?
Coming out of the second half, coming out of the first half only having 9 snaps, and then the second half after the first play was a touchdown. Just kept competing the whole game.
Do you want to bounce off that, Bradley?
Just kind of giving it my all for every snap and trying to do my 1/11th.
Well, congratulations to both of you. I'm sure I'll talk to y'all later this season, so thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Back to you, Coach. Yes, sir.
Okay, before we go to highlights, though, we have to introduce another special guest who I just saw walk in. Landon, would you please stand up? Or come on up here so you can get on the camera. Okay. So Landon was our scout team offensive player of the week this week. Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Landon also started with us on the varsity, and he and I had a good discussion. Actually, he's the one that brought it up, and he and I had a good discussion about playing time, and he requested to get reps that he moved down to the JV, which is a very unselfish thing to do. And we happen to have another young man on JV that was playing pretty good that we moved up at the running back spot. And how many yards did you have the other day against Southwest?
I have no idea.
But you had a bunch, right?
Yeah, 3 touchdowns and 2 extra points.
But who's counting? But at any rate, this is when our guys play well, it's because guys like Landon do a great job of preparing them during the week, okay? So these are the unsung heroes. So appreciate you being here.
Highlight time.
Let me get this set up. All right. Now, y'all bear with me on this first one, okay? Because I put this on here. Brady's not going to like it, but this is the very first play of the game, okay? And I put it on here. No, I put it on here because I want to illustrate what our guys deal with, okay? And how hard it is to play and win, okay? So our scout team did their best to prepare our defense for Southwest's offense. The one thing that our scout offense could not do was to prepare our defense for the speed of the game, if that makes sense, okay? We don't have anybody on campus that could simulate the athleticism, well, maybe DeMontrez, no, I'm just kidding, of this quarterback right here, okay? They had several guys like that. The same thing is true when we're on offensively. We should be able to practice faster than our opponent can prepare for us because their scout team can't execute our offense with the same precision. So I show you this play only to illustrate, number one, how tough it is, and number two, what an unbelievable job our defense came. See that angle right there that Brady's taken? All week long against the scouts, that worked. Am I right, Brady? All week long against the scouts, that worked, and that's all you can do. you can't anticipate, you can't replicate that speed right there. So all of a sudden, from the first play on, we realized, okay, we're dealing with a little something different right here, okay? So this is a good angle coming downhill to make the play, and all of a sudden we realized, okay, we're going to have to keep a little bit better leverage, okay? So I showed that just to tell you how tough it is for these guys to play week in and week out, particularly as the competition gets tougher. And then what an unbelievable job our defense did as the night went on at just shutting these guys down. This is Devin Thomas coming off the edge, making a big play on the next play, okay, on the next play. So we actually, giving up the first play, we actually forced a 3-and-out on Southwest's first series. Southwest was very well coached. They were schematically, they were real sound. They did a really, really nice job of attacking us, okay, and made us better, to be honest with you, okay, made us better. We ran the power play a bunch. The other night, DeMontrez had some big runs. Connor Bell had some big runs off the power, but I'm going to tell you what, our line and our tight ends did a fantastic job all night long of getting movement, okay? So what you do on the power play is you go down, down. So our right guard and our right tackle will be down, down, okay? Our tight end's out, and then our backside guard will pull up for the play side inside linebacker right there. So that's about textbook right there. Bergenweir, Hunter Cottle, Daniel Campos, right? Daniel Campos moved to tackle here because we moved Hunter to guard for our power plays because he's the best puller that we got. Really a good job of DeMontrez getting north and south, okay? And again, this is a touchdown, so, we got a short punt, we got a short field, the offense took advantage, okay? We run a little misdirection, and again, this is why we do what we do as far as all the motions. Watch number 5 here, chasing, Hack, and Rondell, and there goes Connor running the inside zone, doing a good job of pressing it front side. But again, watch our offensive line, Ryan Knight, Daniel, Ethan, Bergen, and Hunter do a great job of opening things up. Whoops. All right. Okay, another run here. Okay, watch Major Hecht up top on the top hash up there. This is how you take on a blocker. This is how you take on a blocker and destroy a blocker, okay, and make a play. Okay, that's just us being more physical than they are, and there's the leverage that we always talk about, and there's our defense running to the football like we always talk about. So again, as much as we felt like a little bit they had us on our heels, we never trailed in the game. We were up 14-0, then it was 14-7. We never trailed in the game. We just felt like we were on our heels a little bit in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable stop by our defense after they had taken the ball and driven it. It's 4th down, 4th and 1. You can see the down marker up there. They've got to get past the yard stripe. Okay, there it is from the wide. Let me show you from the end zone. Devin Thomas, Ty Hohenberger, Bradley Stanier, Leighton Towery, Tatum Evans, Maddox Stanley in there. That's a great push. Watch their offensive line go backwards here. So they're quarterback, and that's a big kid. 17 was a big kid. He's got absolutely nowhere to go. That's an unbelievable stop on 4th and 1 by our defense, okay? And here's the play. Here's Brady's play right here, okay? He said all of a sudden, it just all of a sudden popped up. He's in great position right there. This is going to be an outside run, and picks it up. And, of course, it's awesome to see Brady running like this, okay? What's really fun is to see all the guys chasing him and celebrating. You got Bryson Davis. You got Darion Burns right down here. Brady's not sure the end zone's ever going to get there, but he finally does. Okay, and you can see Bryson's is fired. Bryson's more fired up. Of course, he's got a little more energy than Brady does, but look how fired up Brady is. Ryan Hamilton there greeting him. That's always fun to see. Now, I'll show you the end zone shot, and I'll show you some guys that aren't quite as fired up. Okay, heck of a heads-up play. Boy, you talk about turning the momentum right here, too, when they'd driven the ball twice. All right, so you see all the single digits. You see Bryson. You see Darion. You see Ryan. Look at the 90s. Look at the guys in the 90s. All right, come on. Did it have to be from 95? So huge play in the first half. And then we come back. This is all second half now. This is the opening kickoff return of the second half. Bryson Davis, who's the off returner, gets a block right there. I don't know how vicious it is, but he does get a block. He does go ahead and point at him a little bit, talk a little noise right there. And then Rondell takes it up. He gets help from Thomas Powers. He gets help from Cooper Towery. He gets help from Colby Eckert. And all of a sudden our offense is set up in great field position right here. And on the very, very, very next play, we run triple. We run what we call 30F, okay? And again, I want you to watch the free safety, and I want you to watch the linebackers right here. They don't know where the ball is. They're totally confused. Their eyes are in the wrong place. They're taking false steps with the pitch. Look at the line. Watch our offensive line move the line of scrimmage right here. DeMontrez does a good job of pressing. Darius on the edge, and then Will Matheny down here just getting in the guy's way, okay? So that is the opening play of the second half for the offense, and that kind of set the tone for what was to come, okay? DeMontrez did a good job all night long of running through tackles as well, okay? All right, this is Brady Wagner here, okay? Brady's obviously been banged up along with Rondell, but this is a really good throw and catch. This is a good throw by Hack going to his left, on-target throw, and this is typical Brady Wagner right here, okay? Leaping over the defender, okay? So that was a big conversion right there on 2nd and 9. We kind of got behind the chains a little bit on 1st down. This is Rondell again. This is an RPO, a run-pass option for Hack. He could give the ball, but he sees 2 over 2 out there, and the guy over Rondell's way back, okay? So there's Darius again out on the edge blocking. Okay, Rondell does a great job of dip in, dip out, dip in, dip out. Watch what he does to the safety when he dips in, just makes him hesitate a little bit, and then Rondell's speed takes over, okay? Darius still working. He's already blocked 1. He's trying to block 2, and there's Will Matheny coming from the offside again. So again, as a coach, that's gratifying to see the unselfish play by the guys. Okay, here's Connor Bell scoring on another power play. I'll show you from the end zone. Once again, down, and Brady will block out, and then Hunter will come around and block the play side inside backer. So that's textbook right there. That's a great job. Look how big that hole is right there. Okay, I'm sure Connor was even a little bit surprised right there how easy that was. But once again, you see Rondell in the backfield, or excuse me, that's DeMontrez in the backfield running the pitch route. Watch what it does to number 5 right here. He's chasing the pitch. So that makes it a lot easier now for Hunter on the block, okay? All right, this is Bradley Stanier, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this is this is Bradley chasing this guy down right here. Bradley made 2 huge plays in the second half, using his length, using his reach. Great effort. Major fencing it right there, so the guy has to come inside. And we've got one more right here, I believe, on 4th and 15. Okay, so they're in desperation mode right there. We've taken control of the game. And here's Bradley coming off our left side, their right side, beating the right tackle. Okay, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. And then once again, just his length, grabbing a hold and making a great effort, not quitting and finishing the play. Ty Holdenberger falling on him. All right, last touchdown run here. Okay, again, this is a power play. You know, when our guys will do this, okay, when our backs will do this, and I'm constantly on them to do this, when they'll get north and south, when they'll stick their foot in the ground and get north and south, it makes it a whole lot harder as far as a pursuit angle by those defenders, okay? When we run east and west, we allow those guys to catch up a little bit. So this is a really good job of DeMontrez sticking his foot in the ground and getting north and south, again, on the power play and scoring. Okay, here's a nice job by Brady. Okay, Brady's the tight end off the ball right there. You've seen him block out twice. This time the guy slants inside. So that's Brady's guy. He's got to wash him down, and now our guard's got to pull all the way around to get to block 23 right there. Okay, so our kids did a really good job. I thought a really good job of executing. Here's Major coming off the edge. If you were at the game or watched the game, you remember this play right here. To me, this is the signature play of the defense in the second half. That kind of shows the aggressiveness that we played with and the confidence that we played with. And we kept then Southwest on their heels for the entire second half, really. All right, as good a run as we had from our running backs, Brady Boozer on the fumble return. Here's our punter. Here's Hayden Rhodes. Okay, we do work this. This is a predetermined fake if it's there. He's looking for leverage. Okay, he's looking for leverage. Maddox did a good job of getting leverage right here, so that allowed Hayden to take the sideline right here. Pretty good. Okay, so that was something that we worked on all year long, really. And kind of like the surprise onside that we ran 2 weeks ago, it's good to get this stuff on video, and now our opponents have to work on it. Okay, here's Darius's play right here, and he's exactly right. The ball kind of brought him inside a little bit. Normally, we'd like for him to catch it and get outside. Will Matheny on the block again outside. Now it's just Darius one-on-one with their safety, and the rest is history. And once again, watch the sideline. You got his brother, Darion. Okay, you got Bryson again. You got Ryan Hamilton. Okay, all getting excited for him. Watch Darius's speed right here, folks. Those guys right there in the black, number 20, number 50. Well, number 50 he can outrun him. 21 and 20 definitely have the angle. Good job. And last but not least, kickoff coverage again. Kickoff coverage. Okay, we got some guys running down here. Julian Contreras again, Brody Henderson again, Colby Eckert again. Okay, and it's good to see all those guys helping out and playing a role. Michael Utorka. Okay, and again, Maddox Stanley's the guy that we keep talking about. He's up here a lot. It's good physicality right there by Brody, right there knocking that guy down. Brody actually kind of knocks the return guy into the guy who ends up with the ball and kind of screws him up. Okay, so once again, a lot of young guys out there, a lot of backups out there, guys that are we're starting to be able to trust a little bit more, and that's fun to see. All right, there are your highlights.
Thank you so much, Coach, for sharing those. I'd like to go ahead and ask the Fabulous Fillies to come up and join me now, please. Hello, y'all. How are we tonight?
We're good.
Good? Okay, do y'all want to go ahead and pass the mic around, introduce yourselves, and maybe say what grade y'all are in or something?
Yeah, I'm Annalie Franz, and I'm a senior.
I'm Emily Jones, and I'm a senior.
I'm Emily Daniel, and I'm a senior.
I'm Abby Fry, and I'm also a senior.
All seniors tonight. Amazing. So what are y'all doing right now to prepare for nationals and regionals in the next spring semester?
So right now, we learn all of our contest dances in the summer, and then we kind of take a break during football season to do all of our football dances and pep rally dances, and then we go right back into it, doing 3 dances for like months, just over and over again. And then we prepare for regionals, which is kind of also preparing us for nationals, which is our big one. And so I'm excited to see how we do, and I'm confident.
How do we feel about it being y'all's last one? Is it emotional or excitement? How are we? Bittersweet?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, y'all mentioned pep rallies and game days. Can y'all walk me through y'all's routine during the game and during pep rallies?
Yeah, so usually we get there super early in the morning, like 7:30, not that early. But we do our pep rallies, and we like to go and we cheer on the football team, everybody who's in the pep rallies, and we perform, which is always really fun. And then we kind of have our day, and then we usually get there pretty early, around 4 or 5 o'clock, and then we kind of all get ready as a team. Sometimes we have tailgates, especially at home games, and then we get ready and have some team time, and it's always a fun time.
So yeah, at team time we have freshman through senior of the week, and we do squad girl of the week, and we just have a time to really bond as a team and get hyped before the game. And then before halftime, we go and stretch and stuff. And I'm the chancellor, so I give a motivational speech.
That's
and
nice.
We all say the Lord's Prayer as a team, and we do a little chant before we perform. So it's really fun.
Oh, that's such a good sisterhood. I love that so much. And since all of y'all are seniors, are any of y'all going to be, or anyone else on y'all's team, going to be pursuing a drill team or dance in general in college?
Yes. So usually every single year we have at least 1 to 2 members who go out and try out for a dance team in college. This year I know that we have our captain who's interested in trying out for a team, as well as me.
Okay.
So the process is going to recruitment clinics and seeing if you can get recruited by the teams that you're interested in. So most of us who are interested usually go to a clinic a week, just to see how we like the school, how we like the team, the environment, the culture, all of those things.
Do you know where you're going to go next year yet, or not yet?
I'm hoping to go to Tarleton State University.
Okay,
but
I've got some friends there.
It's
Good
up in the
school.
air, so we'll see. We'll
Actually,
see what happens.
I know someone that's on the drill
Really?
team, dance team.
Yeah,
one of
the
other.
Palm Squad.
Yes, I know one of them, and so yeah, that's really cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank y'all for coming and taking the time out of your night to be here. And y'all are great. I've seen y'all on the field. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you.
Y'all are so precise. It's insane. But thank you again. Thank you so
for
much.
having us.
All right. So they work in the mornings, and then when we come in the afternoons to the MAC, they're already there.
Jeez.
Working.
They said 7:30 wasn't that early. That is early.
And then they stay about as late as we do, right? I mean, they're pretty much there until we leave between 5:45 and 6 on the weekdays at the MAC. And I've often said if we could be as precise as the Phillies, we could have a heck of a football team.
That's what I was saying. I mean, it's insane. I can't. Their counting is impeccable. Anyway, let's give another round of applause for the Phillies real quick. Okay, so this week's game is on a Friday, so not another short week for y'all. OD Wyatt and Grapevine are both 3-1 in the district. What will your message be to the Mustangs as y'all head into Friday's game?
Well, I mean, it's all about respect. I mean, and that's not hard for our guys. I mean, they're respectful. But they're 6-1. Their only loss is their district loss to Arlington Heights. We talked about us. We talked
That's my
about
high
us.
school.
What's that?
I went to Arlington Heights,
Oh,
so
sorry.
I'm like, yeah.
We talked about Southwest having 14 starters back. Wyatt has 18 starters back from a playoff team a year ago. Like us, they're playing for a district championship. And so the message is, there's no need to reinvent the wheel every week. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do a good job as coaches of making sure that we keep these guys fresh, making sure that we keep it simple so they can fly around and play, and we got to make sure it's fun. This is a game, but it's a grind, and the teams, as I told the team this morning, the teams that as you get towards the end of the season, the ones that get better are the ones that take care of their bodies, get plenty of rest, focus on fundamentals, come closer, get closer and closer and closer, bring somebody with them when they're feeling good and you see somebody not feeling good and you feel somebody not feeling it that morning, bringing somebody with them. Because right now there's a lot of teams in the state of Texas that are going this way, and the reason they're going that way is because they're not tough enough. They're not mentally tough enough. And we got a mentally tough group, and we got a fun group, and I like the direction we're going. We've got a heck of a test on Friday night.
Will you be making any adjustments before the game this Friday?
I mean, you always tweak things, but really, that just depends on what you see on video, from your opponent. But at this point in the season, there's not a whole lot of secrets. Everybody pretty much has played their hand, and so really, as I just said, I mean, oftentimes it comes down to just fundamentals, and who's still getting better as far as the fundamentals are concerned. It's not a difficult game. It's not a complicated game. It's blocking and tackling, and the team that does that the best and protects the ball usually wins.
Well, I'll be missing this Friday's game. It'll be the only game I'm missing. Don't worry, I know y'all miss me. But I know y'all will do great, and I'll be watching it on the broadcast on YouTube probably Saturday, and good luck to all of y'all. But one more question for tonight. What is your favorite season and why?
Besides football season?
Besides football season.
Oh, okay. I would have to say, oh man, that's a hard one. There's advantages to all of them. Probably the springtime, I guess. Probably the springtime because you still got some nice weather. Things are starting to happen. Yeah, probably the springtime leading up to the summer.
You don't get allergies?
I always guess. No allergies.
Oh,
no allergies. Nope. I've been lucky that way. One thing before we break, though, we have to say thank you to the Stanyers because we thanked Tamara and Connor, but the Stanyers provided this beautiful venue for us. So thank you all very much for that.
Yes, I'd like to thank all of y'all for being here tonight. Let's go ahead and give another round of applause for Texas Experience and Tamara and Connor for helping us. I'd like to also go ahead and thank our production team, Davis Burke and Chris Wymore, the Grapevine Mustang Football Booster Club, and another round of applause for the Fabulous Fillies for coming tonight. We will be here, not here, but we'll see y'all next week. And I am your host, Carly Isbell. Good night.